Good morning, everybody. For most of you probably seen yesterday's video, hopefully, with the jewellery, mess up jewellery, but anyway, just letting you know I'm alive. I survived the night. It was very rough, but I survived the night. I'm just a bit woozy still. The oxycontin they double dosed me on. I don't want to ever have it again in my whole life. But yeah, I'm okay otherwise. I'm not feeling sick, I'm not feeling sore. Anyway, today my plan is to come down, do some of my homework for my business course, take at least 10 photos of items I've got a list, because I've got it like a garage, so like an op shop here, as you know, and hopefully get stuck into some jewellery. Now, the story where I'm going with this is I went upstairs searching for my polishing cloths that I put away safely, and I cannot find them, and I've looked everywhere. But the good news is I found these which I could not find. And you know what? I would not have found them, because I put them in my cupboard next to my bed. I would not have found them, here they are, if I hadn't gone looking for my polishing cloths. So this is the brand you've got to look out for, Genpo, Japan. Genpo, can you see that? It's upside down. Is it? Hang on. Genpo giftware, it says on it. That's what you've got to look out for. You can see those on the shelves, you know, with the animals and stuff they sell. They can sell for up to $60 plus more probably, but I sold them for $45. So if I hadn't have gone searching for my polishing cloths, I would not have found those, and I would have been and having to refund. The lady's lovely. She's not in a hurry for them, but it was just my brain going off. Now I am going to go and talk about jewellery again with all those pieces I have to polish yet, if I can find my polishing cloth, but I'm actually going to test them today. But I did go back and have a look at the Cirque du Soleil one. And going online, there is quite a few with decent prices on it. I've only got the one, but it could be turned into, like some people like to wear the one with something different anyway, so I can mix and match, or turn it into a pendant even. But I'm going to be testing that. I cannot find any gold marks. All I can see is Cirque du Soleil, but right next to it there is another little tiny stamp that I can't read. So if it's something good, well, great. I'll let you know when I'm editing. And I'm pretty sure this is just trash. Just, yeah, I'm pretty sure that is one of the girls will probably take it just because they can. And I've got to still test this little one I forgot to take upstairs yesterday. So that's it for now. I'm going to come back with you, but I'm not going to come back until I've done my 10 photos, some of my homework, and yeah, we'll see where the day goes. Okay, take care. That little stash that I had yesterday, I shared, had this ugly looking thing. Sorry for those who like them, but I find them not pretty. But anyway, in New Zealand, I just looked it up. Someone had one for $65, which is ridiculous, but someone else had just sold one for $19.50. I will do some more research, but I'm listing him. It's only missing the little thingy there, but that's okay. Had a piece of wool in it, but I took it out. Someone's just got to put a little loop in there, and they've got that. So it's vintage, yeah, New Zealand tiki souvenir thingy. So yeah, that's not bad coming out of the and again coming out of that $1 each, $2 bags, two $1 bags of jewellery. So I'm making my money back well and truly. What I should be sharing with you are some of the things I'm listing, because they can make money, and some of them are a bit unusual, something you might not have ever thought about. But you know, I do jewellery, and I do vintage clothing and other clothing, which I'm trying to get out of. I would really like to only have vintage clothing eventually in my shop, a little bit online maybe, if I have a shop one day when I have it. And I'm trying to delete a lot of my, I really don't enjoy doing clothing because so much work involved in photos and measuring, blah blah blah, and it's slow selling because of Temu and places like that. People are just going there now to buy a lot of stuff, so you've got to have something really unique or worth a lot of money to be able to sell it faster. That's why I've deleted, culled a lot of my stuff. But here we go, I'm going to show you some of the things I've been listing. Dinosaur toys, which I've had, dinosaur models, which I've had sitting in my stash for a while. Now, why am I listing these? There's some that on the floor that I'm not listing, giving to the kids because they're not stamped. If you find the ones that I've got stamps like, can I see this very well? See, Natural History Museum, Jurassic Park models from back in the day, etc., or even vintage ones, like I've just put a bundle together there. This one's actually a 1993 dinosaur. That's all it's got. It's got its name, what sort of dinosaur it is. I don't know if you can see that either. Is it the right way around? Oh, it's the wrong way around. It's a Nelly. Oh, it's Nella. What? No, Velocraft. Something there. Velocraft or whatever. Crafter. Anyway, you can read it. It says 1993. So I'm selling that. Okay, selling that in a bundle. This was also something that you might look at too. Some of these that have not been opened. I've sold some in the past. I found that in my stash, so that's on its way out. Over here is something that you may not think about. Pewter goblets. Pewter. Okay, this one is dinged out. It doesn't matter, because with pewter, a lot of people, this is English pewter, you can see that or not. With pewter, people will melt it down and make their, you know, models for their games, the gaming models and stuff. So this little batch here, I'll probably put up $50 on it, it's like $45 or something on it, who knows. But here's a photo of some of the ones that have been on eBay that have sold. But yeah, that's another thing. And I have got more pewter somewhere else. I really should put it all together, but I'm going to see how this lot goes. But just little things like that, something different. Okay, Barbie dolls, Barbie doll clothes. Didn't even know I had this in my stash, but I did. It's got a little kitchen or something in there too. But Barbie doll clothes can really sell well too. So something else to think about. I am going to list these probably on Facebook Marketplace rather than eBay. I hate packing them, but someone can pick them up. So that so far is stuff. Another thing is pottery. Some pottery, especially if it's marked, go with that. This type of Fire King stuff, I like to pick them up too. Sometimes they sell fast, sometimes slower. That's okay. I've got another dinosaur. Oh no, that's my other dinosaur. It's got marks, so it's already listed. So, you know, I've got all this sort of stuff. I'm debating whether to list my Coca-Cola mugs, cups or not. But there's some of the weird things, different things that I actually have for sale. Another thing I have got, I picked a heap of them. These ones I picked up at Tip Shop a while ago. They were a bit expensive, but I got them because they were hard to find. Pianola rolls. I would love one day to have a shop and have a pianola in it. A pianola, you know, it plays its own music. You know what I'm talking about. One of those. It's got little holes in it to make music. I've got a whole heap of those. Like, this is only just a little bit. I've got a heap more. I've gone through some which I'm keeping. I'm going to list those because I've noticed they're selling quite well. People will either use them for the pianola, but sometimes they'll use them to recraft for weddings and stuff, which is really weird. I have to sell my boots. My daughter got me some gorgeous boots a few years ago, and then she bought me another pair a year later, or 2 years later. But these ones are too tight for my feet, and they're expensive, so I've got to list those. So, sadly, but I will. But yeah, this is something else I've had in my stash for ages. For all you new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle lovers. My floor's drying up, thankfully. I've just found something in my box that broke, so I'm not happy about it. So I think it was an old inkwell. I'll show you. This is why you've got to be careful what you put with how you pack your stuff. Hang on, I'll find it in a second. I'll show you. This is my rubbish box. I'll put them there. Just give me a second, I'll find ADHD me, going from one subject to another. This beautiful little inkwell I've had. I don't even know where I got it from, but look. It was smashed into a box, so be really careful with your stuff, guys. I mean, I don't even know how old it was or anything, but I just thought it was really, really nice. I presume it's an inkwell or a trinket holder or something, but I thought it was lovely. It's nice and heavy too. Paperweight, I don't know, but be careful. Okay, this is a stash of stuff I've had for ages. I was going to keep it and have it, you know, displayed behind me and get all fancy Nancy. Look at them all. I've got that. I've got a mug. It's got to go with it. I've got a doona cover, and I might list them today if I get round to it. I'm not sure. I might be a bit of mucking around. I might save that one when I've got more space, but that's something else I'm going to be listing soon as well, but I'll share more later. Okay, something different. Fowler's jars. Some Fowler's jars from back in the day are worth hundreds. Okay, these are just the Fowler's, I think the bases or something. One's got a chip in it, but if you check them up, I'm going to check up this one, the Vacola 4. That one's not going to be worth much. It's got a chip in it. These have been my stash. There's something else you can have a look at, see if it's worth selling those. But the Vacola bottles, some Vacola bottles are worth a lot of money, so keep an eye on those too if you are a mixed reseller. If you're not like me, eclectic reseller, what do you sell? What is your main thing? I would love to niche down. I would love it so much. And I think one day, when I have my Winnebago and I have no one to worry about anymore, I will probably just niche down to small things like jewelry for one, you know, little trinkets and stuff, something small. So, but at the moment, I'm an everything seller, so it's all over the place. I would love to be a bookseller only because I love books, but I don't like the fact they're so heavy and take up so much space. But space I take up anyway. But are you a niche seller? Let me know. Or are you an eclectic seller like me? Let me know. It blows my mind what I have stashed away, not realising it's worth a little bit. Now, 4 of these, you can see right here, sold for 44. So how about I put $20 on those, make about 15 or probably a bit $18 profit once fees are taken out. Give it a bit of a wipe over. These are IKEA. IKEA glasses made in France. Who knew? Who knew I had things like that? I've got money everywhere, guys. I just got to, you know, paper it down. Get it in my bank account instead of on my shelves. So you have too, I'm sure. Changed my mind about selling this on Marketplace. I'm going to sell this as little sets like this on Facebook. Oh, sorry, on eBay for $35. That way I can just rinse and repeat. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets. So I'm going to give that a go and see how that goes, because it's a lovely set. It's by Coalclough. Anyway, bone china, made in England. So it's a vintage set. I'm going to do that. And that way I can rinse and repeat. Just keep relisting similar until they're all gone and make more than, you know, what I thought I would do was 35 the set. I'll try and make 35 for one set and see how we go, and I'll let you know. Okay, here is something else that you might want to look out for, the ugly mugs. They do sell. You can see right here where I've just took some photos. This one has a little bit of, what do you call it? When the, you know, crazing. It's got a little bit of crazing, but people collect these, and I'm always tempted to keep them myself. I think I've got 1 or 2 stacked away. This is actually a jug, not a mug. So that's an ugly mug. Ugly jug, not an ugly mug. That is in, other than the crazing, which happens in a lot of older things, it's in good condition, still well usable, still well collectible. And there it's made in, wherever that says, I can't quite read it, Pottery, Wales. So is it? Yeah. Okay, so that's something else to look out for, guys, if you're an eclectic seller. Ugly mugs, ugly jugs. Vintage lovers of kitchenware love this sort of stuff, the old grandma's cookie jars. Now, I've sold some fancy ones in the past, and I just want you to know, everything I'm showing you today by the jewellery, or some of the jewellery, is actually stuff I've had stashed away that I have not been motivated to list again. These were all things that were on my eBay store that were taken down because I didn't get there in time to save everything and resell everything. So I'm doing it from scratch because I closed everything down, and I had over $1,000 items at one time, around about, and I'm down to like not even 200 yet. So it's a long process. Don't let it happen to you. You can see it's got crazing again, but it is an old one made in Japan, and we'll see what we can get for it. Like, I might not get a lot, but it's going to be better than sitting on my shelf. If I get $20 or $15, it's $15 in my pocket, not on the shelf. So we're going to do that. And how do I do it? Everything that I get, even the dinosaurs, I measure everything. I measured the mugs, the goblets. I like to measure things because that's one question people like to ask. Now, recently I did sell a piece of jewellery, and the only whinge they did put neutral feedback, because I usually always put a coin or something next to it, and I didn't this particular time. You could have measured the pendant to see how, the size of it, and I'm thinking, but you could have asked me the size of the pendant. So I'm being very vigilant in making sure that everything I sell, whether it's jewellery with a coin next to it or measured, I'm measuring everything. So having my ruler handy so I can go straight up there and measure it that way as well. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. This one, I'm nearly to my 10th item, I think, so then I can stop. It's taking me forever today. I just took photos of this too. I have a whole heap of these, so I'm going to do the same thing as the other ones. These are Noritake. Noritake is quite a well-known collectible piece. But anyway, there is a Facebook page called China Orphans or something. So people will often buy pieces that they're looking for that have got broken off something else. So it's worth getting into that group if you are a China tea set seller, right? Now, these are all grubby. I can't even show you properly. These are grubby. They've been dusty. They've been packed away. Haven't been listed. Had them for a while. I think I got them from some garage sale or someone throwing them out. I can't remember. But look, they're all different ones. I actually didn't do a quick, I will pop it up here if I find any, but I think I'll be able to sell them quite well. So keep an eye out for this sort of glassware, but glassware is pain. Oh, it's not really. Stuff the inside with paper to keep them nice and secure. Wrap them really well with bubble wrap, and then pack them in a really good box. You should be fine. But always stuff anything that's cups and stuff, always stuff it with paper inside. Just gives that more, it's not hollow. So if it gets dinged, it's not so bad. Now, I had these as well. These are from 2003 AFL Grand Final. And I was going to list them, and then I realised my son-in-law is a huge Carlton fan. Like, if you've got anything Carlton related, please let me know. He's looking for jackets, anything like that, especially the vintage stuff. So please let me know, because yeah, I'll probably let my daughter know and she'll get it for him. But yeah, so that's there too. So I think that's going to be the end of that. This listing, then I've got to get stuck into my homework, then I can go upstairs and concentrate on my jewelry. And I hope you enjoyed this sort of idea of sharing what I'm listing, because you never know, there might be something in there that you want. I don't know. I would love you all to come and shop my shed though. It's like a op shop here. It really is. I'm opening things and going, oh, look at that. Obviously bought it when I wasn't thinking, or bought it when, yeah, sometime looking for an endorphin hit. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Before I go, I've just got this off the shelf. I have never it's weeping. Like, this one's not, and this has got not been around anything that's wet or dripping or nothing. And I just checked as marble wet. I presume it's marble. I don't know. It's onyx marble. Is that the same thing? I don't know. But I've listed them the other day. But look at it. It's got moisture all over it. Have you seen that before? I thought I'd just show you that, because I just like, how's that? That was on the shelf like that, and I just pulled it off and put it down. This one's not. It feels a little bit, no, it doesn't, a little tiny, maybe a little bit damp, but this one is really having a good old cry. Let me know if you've seen that before, please, because it's just weird. I've never seen it before. I never knew it had happened, but apparently it does. Time sure flies. It's already 3:20. I think I started videoing earlier, about 12. But I finished my homework. It's done. I've only got a couple more questions to go back to do review next week. So my first part of my questionnaire course is done. But anyway, I've come to the bus to wash all those glasses that you saw, those glasses I showed you. The Carlton beer glasses are going to be for sale too, because he's the Carlton team, not Carlton beer. So if you've got anything Carlton oriented that's clothing, let me know. So I've got to bring them up, and they sell for about $19.95 each. I think I saw one for, so I've got to check with the other glasses too. But my doctor told me to drink more water, because my Coca-Cola is my thing. So I just was sitting here drinking and I find my silver cloth. Well, one of them. I brought all my jewelry stuff to test things with, etc. I've got my acid testing kit. I've got my Presidium here. I even got out this, which is the cream that you can use to clean silver. I also found this in the shed that I've had for ages. I haven't used, and I picked up from an op shop somewhere, which is a cleaner too. But yeah, after all that, looking upstairs, which was worth it because I found the mugs, I found my polishing cloth. So I'm going to get polishing. I'm going to come back with you shortly, hopefully, after I've tested some of these pieces, and see if anything that other than the gold pieces and that sterling silver, I found if there's anything else in the lot that might be worth something, whether it's silver or not. Okay, so we're back soon. Okay, I've been playing with my acid tester, and I've been playing with my Presidium, and I'll show you a few things. I'm pretty sure that's sterling silver, but it's just, I'm not 100%, so I'm going to get that tested, and I'm still not 100% if that is an opal, and I'll try and get a better, I sort of feel like it might not be real opal. It's just that, yeah. But anyway, if anyone knows about opals, please let me know. This is Tosh tack. It sticks to a magnet. It could be worth something. Like I've said before, not everything just because it doesn't stick to a magnet it's not worth something. But I like to have I haven't got my good magnet. I've just got a piece for a magnet. I always like to have a magnet handy to test, and that sticks well and truly. That sticks well and truly, that rose gold one. And what I didn't mention earlier, actually starting to bundle up things, getting some glass jars and bundling mystery bags of little bits and pieces that people like to get, to go through. Won't be any silver or gold unless it's accidental. But you can see this doesn't stick to magnet at all. It's just not stickable at all. Neither does this. This is why I can't work out this one. At first, when I saw it, I thought it was just tack. Okay, but when I saw the presentation of it, it's shined up. It's shown up really well. Like I polished it up really well. You can, I don't know if you can see, the light's not great, but it's actually polished up really well. But then they're just showing as glass, the little beads. It's just the fact that it's so well made. Like, it's so much detail. I can show you very well. I'm sorry, I'm holding the phone, so I can't really show you very well. There's so much good detail in this bracelet, but there's no stamps anywhere. So it's got me confused, but I know it's worth at least $20, at least. But what confused me, I think this is sterling. what confused me is, and the rest of the other stuff that I tested, I'm still doubting on that that necklace, even though it's not sticking a magnet, it's polishing up quite well. I'm just going to put it in a bundle so someone else can score. And it's the same with all those other bits. If they are silver, wow, great. They might go to one of the granddaughters. Yeah, I don't know. But what I'm flummoxed. I'm flummoxed with these, because you would think something being 375, they'd have a little diamond or cubic zirconia in here. And unless my presidium's not working, which I've tested, it should be working. Can I show you very clearly? It's not. Hang on. I don't know if you can see. There's a tiny little stone. I'll see if I can. Hang on. Tiny little stone. You can't even. It's so tiny. You can just. My camera is. I'm thinking about getting an iPhone as my work camera. No, and I don't do iPhones. Only for the camera quality. You can see there's a little tiny stone in there. It's only coming up as glass. Like, who would put a piece of glass in a 375 pair of earrings? I don't know. So that's something else I'm going to have to check out. So that's it. That's going to be the end of my video. My glass is still soaking. I'm going to pack all this stuff. I'm going to start listing some jewelry. And remember that if you want to buy jewelry, come to me, speak to me. You can go to my eBay store, see some, but also on the Brooch Queens on Facebook. That's where a lot of the jewelry goes. I've been a bit slack there, but my sister hasn't. She's been putting a lot of stuff up there. She has some amazing things. She gets a lot of stuff from America and all places. So if you're a jewelry collector, or you just want to see the things that we sell, please jump on over to the Brooch Queens and have a look. I have got oodles and oodles of stuff, so I am definitely thinking of going to be bundling a lot of my items and also doing mystery jars and mystery bags with the vintage stuff in it. So because I've really got to reduce some of this so I can get more. That's my plan. I decided I am going to try and sell this, because I think it's copper. It's not sticking to anything. I'm pretty sure that's all copper. So that's something that someone may like, the beadwork with this really big statement piece. And my Smarties one, I'm going to put it up as a statement piece too. May bundle a few statement pieces together or something for those who like the special stuff. Now, a few things I want you to get if you're going to get into jewelry and you can't afford a presidium, and I'll show you that's a presidium. It's super, super expensive. And I paid for mine by selling stuff. So it didn't cost me as much because I used all my profit to buy it. So they're expensive. But always have that. A silver cleaner, like a cleaner, gold and silver cleaner, always good to have. A UV torch, which is great to have anyway, because you can test your green glassware, the depression glass. You can test that with a UV. This is not the best one, but you can get better ones. So it's ultraviolet, yeah, thingy, you know what I mean. And definitely get yourself a loop. Now this is an expensive, actually it's not expensive, they're around 20, but I don't even know I paid that much for it. But these are good. This one here particularly is good because it's got a, well, usually I've got a couple more. They have a light in it, but the light goes after a while. But you can get the cheaper loops as well. I just like these ones. And your magnet, of course. So keep those. These are the sort of things you need when you're doing jewelry. And the acid. I'm still learning. There's an acid tester you can buy, which I've got here. It's been good sometimes, but sometimes it just throws me for a loop. I probably need more practice using it. You just scratch a little bit of the metal onto this little square thing. It's packed away, otherwise I'd show you. And it comes in. Look, I'll show you. I'll get it out for you. Hang on. So this is the tester. So you get this little, I think it came in the box, but the box is, the hinges are going funky on it because of the acid in here. You get this little block. It's a block. It looks like one of those sharpening blocks. And then you get each of these little things, and it gives you different carats. So you've got the 18 carat tester. So if you haven't, not sure, so if you've got a piece of gold and you're not sure what it is, it'll tell you. It'll fade out. You've got your white gold tester. You've got your 14 karat gold, 9 karat gold, the 22 karat gold, and the silver tester, which mine's worn off, but that's my silver tester. I have to find out whether they get too old to be used, because these have been sitting for a while, and I'm wondering if that one's getting too old. So maybe that's why it's not showing up as many things as I thought it would. But yeah, that's a tester. They're not too expensive really. I mean, it lasts a while too if you're not testing too often. But yeah, that's definitely it for me. I got a fair bit done, considering I didn't get out of bed till late, and not feeling 100%. I'm still a bit woozy, but I got a fair bit done. I'm happy with that. I've got a heap of stuff ready to take on, put onto eBay. Yeah, I'm doing good. So I'm probably going to do a few more regular videos to keep you up to date with everything that's happening in life and selling. So I'll see you. I'm still in my pajamas, guys. This is terrible, but I am actually I should swap my shirt out, but I've got my pajama pants on still, so it's a lazy day. All right, see you soon. Bye.